Good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. Hopefully you're in a nice warm spot. I'm not. But it's very pretty out there with all the snow. I'm not sure. I don't think we're supposed to get any more today. Hopefully it's going to be a sunny day. Kind of looks like that's a possibility. But welcome to Thursday and welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. We'll give it a minute here as people begin to pop in. Oh, I see a number one. There's the name. Good morning, Catherine. You are the first one here today. Welcome, welcome. So we'll give it some time for everybody to join in. And we have a card deck today we haven't seen in quite some time, which, again, there are no accidents. They pop up when it's divine right timing and order. Good morning, Nancy. Welcome, welcome. And this particular card deck I find to be, good morning, Maureen, welcome, find to be a very centering card deck. And this particular card, I think, gives us perspective on what stance to take given our world right now. So, and just a heads up, Jonelle and I did a taping yesterday for Common Ground Conversations, which was basically dealing with overwhelm. Good morning, Beth. Welcome. So that'll probably be coming out within a week or two. We'll see how things come together. But yes, so what I'd like to start with today, snow by you? Yep. Yeah, we got, I think it said 5.5 inches. Wet, heavy stuff. Blech. So I go to the chiropractor one day and then I shovel the next day. Not a good plan. Not a good plan. But it showed up. Got to deal with it. So I want to start with some tapping. And my focus with the tapping is to be centering, grounding, honoring your own needs, preparing us for this card today. And you got 12 inches. Ew. Sorry, dear. Ew. Yeah, I don't know. It could have just stayed rain. It was fine being rain. That might have encouraged the crocus to show up. But no, here it is. Wet, heavy, leaden snow. So, but I think we at least get out the driveway. So, good to roll. So let us start with some tapping. Again, I'm just looking to ground us, center us, level the playing field. We'll see what comes through, right? So, side of the hand, karate chop spot by baby finger, just tap. And we're going to do call and response. So I'll say it first, and then you repeat after me. Even though I sometimes don't know what to do in these times, I still love and accept myself. Even though the world can be a stressful place these days, good morning, Abigail, we're just doing some tapping in prep. Even though the world can be a stressful place these days, I choose the peaceful path. Even though I don't always know how to handle all situations, I am willing to learn. Cool, inside corner of the eyebrows. Stress and anxiety. Good morning, Gwen. We're just doing some tapping to prep. Outside corner of the eyes. Wondering if I have any wisdom at all. Under the eyes. Taking baby steps. Under the nose. I want to influence people positively. Under the mouth. I want to be a beacon of light. Collarbone. I want to operate in the light. Around the crown of the head, but sometimes I fail. Inside corner of the eyebrows. Those are opportunities. Good morning, Angie. We're just doing some tapping. Join in. Outside corner of the eyes. Those are opportunities to learn something. Under the eyes. Those are opportunities for growth. Under the nose, they help me see where I'm not yet healed. Under the mouth, and then I get to learn and grow. Collarbone, yeah, but it's stressful. Under the arms, and I feel this heightened anxiety. Around the crown of the head. What am I going to do about that? Inside corner of the eyebrows. I always have choice. Outside corner of the eyes. No matter what's going on around me, under the eyes, I always have choice. Under the nose. More and more, I choose the healthy decisions. Under the mouth. More and more, I embrace being a beacon for others. Collarbone. More and more, I take good care of myself. Under the arms, because I realize I can do a better job when I've taken good care of myself. Around the crown of the head, I show up in the light. Nice deep breath in and out. And what do you notice? Hopefully some of the things you notice are you're a little more present. You may be feeling a little more grounded, a little more in your own body. Maybe openness, receptivity to today's message, which is called Elder. So our card comes from the Native Spirit deck by Denise Lynn, who's a member of the Cherokee tribe. And she offers indigenous wisdom as a part of many things she does. I'll show you a picture of her. She's on the back there. There she is. And I've taken a bunch of her classes, clutter clearing classes, uplifted, fabulous, good. Taken a bunch of her clutter clearing classes, a bunch of other stuff that she's offered through Hay House. She's a very prolific writer. She's got a lot of good stuff out there. So check her out, Denise Lynn, Linn. Here is our card, Elder. Notice the stag off to the side in the front there. Excuse me, and the herd behind. Elder. Let's see what we get here. Nice deep breath in. Ready to receive the part of the message that's for you. Elder. Card meaning. Confidence. Entering your power. Standing strong. You are a leader. Another cough, hang on. Yesterday was kind of a cough drop day. The heat kept running and then it's so dry. So, yes, sorry about that. Let your truth be heard and felt by others. Make a stand in life. And making a stand in life doesn't mean you have to be railing at the top of your lungs and throwing a 2-year-old white-hot, pissy, temper tantrum, pity party thing. It can just be strongly and solidly speaking your truth to whomever needs to hear it. And will it always be well received? No. But speaking your truth is important. I'm gonna travel off on something, because this morning when I was awake at 3 a.m., because the plow over at the school decided 3 a.m. was the time to clean everything up. I get it. I was breathing and pondering on communication, because right now there seems to be so much breakdown in communication, and a huge piece of it seems to be, here comes the word, assumptions. Assumptions people make about what things mean. And yesterday I ran into it with my sister. She and I are the perfect mirrors for each other with this crap. We're having an issue with the lock on the door. And she said, let's get a locksmith. And I said, let's have a conversation first. And that didn't happen, so she assumed that I didn't want a locksmith. That was not what I was saying at all. But it devolved from there. Let's just say that. So another opportunity to practice, right? Let your truth be heard and felt by others. Make a stand in life. You carry deep inner wisdom. Are you honoring your own wisdom? Or do you denigrate yourself like, well, I don't know enough. I shouldn't offer my opinion, blah, blah. No, no. You know a lot. You know a lot. Do you know everything? No. Do you know everything there is to know about any particular thing? No. Do you know a lot about some things? Yes. Honor that. Honor that. You are a teacher and a leader in the deepest sense of the word. You are a beacon for others. So thus some of our tapping this morning. Being willing to step into that elder role, that wise crone role. And the word crone has gotten such negative connotations. Really, it's an honor to step into that crone energy, that wisdom that is learned from having lived a life that had some not so pleasant things in it. That's how we become wise, through life experiences. Your native spirit wants you to know. In native cultures, the elders, tribal chiefs, and clan leaders are looked to for advice and leadership. When this card chooses you, it's time to step into your leadership role. An elder walks the path, stomps the grass down, and throws the boulders out of the way so that the path is easier for others. Now, does that mean that everybody is open to receiving your wisdom? No, absolutely not. One of the things I loved about the indigenous elders who lived in the Rapid River area, who I was exposed to when I owned the motel, was they oftentimes sit and wait. They don't go out offering their advice. They wait. They sit and they wait. And they want you to approach them. Give them tobacco. Sometimes it may be months, even years, before they're feeling like you're ready to receive the wisdom. Simply because you give them tobacco doesn't mean you're getting your answers from the guru. That's not how it works. Elders want a sense of, are you in the proper place to receive the wisdom and use it effectively? So, very different way from how white people do stuff, right? I'll go find my answers. I'll make stuff happen. Good morning, Cheryl. Glad you're here. And that's just not their way. It's not the red way. So, very, very useful time observing that different way of being. Much to be gained there. So this is going back to, you've now stomped the grass, thrown the boulders out of the way, making it easier for others coming behind you. Sometimes you might find yourself alone and tired. Can I get an amen? But know that what you are doing is making a difference in the lives of many. And oftentimes we don't get the joy of seeing those outcomes. We do some things, we say some things, we offer some assistance, whatever, and life goes on and we lose track of those people, or we don't get feedback on what made a difference. And I think it's so powerful when we do have the opportunity to see some of the fruits of our labors in that way. When someone sends a thank you card out of nowhere, when someone, I love oftentimes with teachers, when a student after many years crosses paths with that teacher and pays homage to how that teacher served them. The teacher not being aware of what really mattered. Sometimes it's cool to ask. My friend Flo, who is in her 80s, asked her 2 grandsons, don't need anything for Christmas. Will you write me a letter about your experiences with me? And they did a phenomenal job of letting her know what was important. No school there. Well, welcome, Mary. Glad you're here. Thank you for the coffee. Sending good energy to you and your family and Bennett. So yeah, you must have gotten a whole lot more snow than we did. We got 5.5 inches. Someone, yeah, there's lots of snow apparently up by you. Good morning, Mel. Welcome. So those of you who are having a snowbound day, take that day, honor that day. Do some things you want to do. Do some things that would be joy-filled. Maybe you want to sit and read a book. Maybe you want to sit and watch the birds out your window. What would you like to do if you get the gift of a snow day? Awesome. All right. So anyway, going back to the feedback idea, that could be something you could do today. Maybe contact someone who did something that was profound for you, but you never said thank you. You never had the opportunity, or they just assumed it was par for the course, whatever. Let them know. Maybe you write them a card and send it. Maybe you call them up. Maybe you just send a text message, a Facebook message, whatever. Let someone know that they made a difference in your life. It's so interesting to see what people will say about that. My sister once asked my kids what they remembered most from their childhood, things that she did with them. And she went out of her way to make sure they had some cool experiences. So she was surprised, though, that it was the very small things. We would, if you put a small on it, the very mundane things that made a difference. I remember going for walks with you on Logan would call them adventures. They'd take their little pails and they'd go on an adventure and pick up rocks and sticks and whatever else grabbed them. Once he came home with a snake. It was not dead. It was in torpor because it was so cold out. And after he brought it home and put it in an aquarium that we had sitting there and put a light bulb on the top, the snake warmed up. And I'm like, oh no, out that goes. So back to the woods it went. But yeah, tell somebody what they did that made a difference for you. Oftentimes it's the little things. I remember making cookies with you. I remember when you said X and you're going, I don't even remember having said X, but you did, and they remembered. Yes, simple things make all the difference. Take the time for those little things. Read a book to a kid. That makes a huge difference. Huge difference. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve, supporting others to reach their dreams. There's that quote. If you want to, I think it was a Bob Proctor or a Jim Rohn, one of those inspirational folks who said, if you want to get what you want, help other people get what they want. In the helping others achieve what they're here to accomplish, you're actually going to achieve what you're here to accomplish. Even if you've been in the background in the past, right now it's your turn to step forward and become the light for others. Again, does that mean you have to be the one with the megaphone up on the stage? No. But shine your light a little brighter. Make your light a little more obvious. Speak your truth a little more. So is it coming more to the forefront? Yeah, probably. But it doesn't mean you have to be the megaphone gal. The journey. Being an elder and a tribal leader means speaking your truth, even if it's hard and even if you're afraid. If there's anyone you need to stand up to, this is the time. Being a leader means supporting others. So if there's anyone you need to support or make amends with, this is the time. So again, if we think back through history and we look at those who made a big difference, it mostly is not the yellers, the screamers, the hollowers, the I demands. It's the ones who speak their truth, who go about their business, who do what needs to be done. I always think of the man who's standing with his plastic grocery bags in his hand in front of the tank in Tiananmen Square. That's bravery. That's courage. That's, it doesn't have to be a whole lot of verbiage. It can just be, are you standing solidly? Are you standing rooted? The book, If Women Rose Rooted, if you haven't read it, fabulous. What do you do to speak your truth, to put your light energy out into the world? We need the beacons right now. Shine your light. Shine your light. And don't feel that what you're offering isn't sufficient. Whatever you're offering is sufficient. Just shine that light a little more brightly. If you have a specific area or group or whatever that you work with, maybe you're working with veterans, maybe you're working with kids, maybe you're working with people with disabilities, maybe you're working with your own kids, grandkids, whatever. Maybe you're taking care of an elder. Whatever you're doing, is yours to do. If it feels right to you, do that. Put your heart and soul into it. That's being a contributor. That's being a beacon. We don't have to do everything. We do something. And we do something as well as we can. And that is good enough. Have an awesome Thursday. I will see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.